Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be deliberating on an incident that happened way back in 2017. Yes, this is 2019. So what? So anyways, this incident relates to the kidnapping and the death of late Chuks Okebata, a Nigerian US based army who traveled to Nigeria to kind of spend the Xmas. Unfortunately, he never returned. So I know some of us will be like, oh, this is old story. Why is she coming out to talk about it now? Well, here's what. There's an update, and I think viewers deserve to hear about this recent development on the case. So, but before we proceed, for the benefit of those who are not quite acquainted with this incident, I'm just going to highlight a little bit on, what happened and how we got to where we are now. So, late Chuks Okebata, like I've said already, is a Nigerian US based army. He resides in the United States with his wife and 2 kids. They are boys, I think aged between 6 and 10. So, Chuks has been having like a kind of ongoing conflict, marital issues in the home with his family, with his wife, and things weren't just going on well. And we can tell from the last video he did with his family, during a domestic disturbance. Although there was no physical altercation involved, it was mainly verbal, but it was a very bitter exchange of words. And he videoed it, and I'm sure he deliberately did this. And that video he took with him when he was going to Africa, to Nigeria. And I'm sure he showed it to his parents, siblings, and relatives, family back home. So while at home, he was having fun, kind of relief. We all know the hectic life of the US Army. You know how they travel, fight like wars and all that. We all know what it is to be a military man. So this time he was on vacation. He went to Nigeria, and even before he left, back home here in the US wasn't very stable. Things weren't going on well. So being back home with his family, for him, I think it was a very big relief. Unfortunately, that fun was cut short by some kidnappers who abducted him, and they subsequently killed him. So when that happened, his family were just so quick to conclude that his wife did it, having seen that video of the altercation, of the argument and all that. So the video I'm just going to play in a moment, but yes, I still want us to kind of get an idea of where all this are coming from. So when he died, the family just arranged the obituary and everything. His wife was nowhere to be found, like totally excluded from the plans. And many of you will be like, before uncle. So well, in the obituary list, there was just the family members back home, survived by 2 sons, and that was it. And the family behaved like a woman never existed in his life. He was never married. There was never a woman. Again, some of you will be like, not good for him. If not you go do the same thing. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, just in April, some 7-man gang confessed to the crime of kidnapping and killing Chuks Okebata. So the police nabbed them, and they confessed to doing the crime. And the police, in their investigation, typically will want to find out if the woman, there was any traces of the woman sponsoring this kidnapping and all that. The kidnappers were very blunt and honest in their confession that no, they have no connection with this woman. They don't know her. There was never anybody sponsoring them or asking them or gave them any kind of tax to kidnap him. That it was just a random act of kidnapping. And that day they actually had a different mission, but well, it was just unfortunate. They find him and they were like, oh guys, let's go for this guy. And again, they didn't even plan to kill him. According to what they confessed, this guy had a pistol on him, unknown to them, and right from the trunk where they locked him up, he was trying to fire at them. So by the time they realized that he was armed, they had to stop the car and, you know, try to disarm him, but, you know, he kept shooting. Then they overpowered him and they killed him in the process. So from January 2017 till this year, the police, they didn't relent. They were still trying. Kudos to the Nigerian police. And I know many of us always have one or two things against the police, but trust me, minus police in that Nigeria situation, you can imagine what will happen. So they are still trying, okay? There is no perfect system. Even in this North American continent where we live, there's no perfect system.
I'm going to call the police on you. Okay. I'm not kidding.
Call the police and tell them what?
You said I did this, I did that. When you wasn't
call
even
the police and tell them what?
You wasn't even here last
Call the police and tell them what? What you gonna tell the police that I did what? If you're mad, please close the door. I don't want all that trouble right now. What up? What up? Wow. What's up, guys?
Nothing much.
So don't fall now.
Good to see you, Pops.
It's good to see you too, buddy. Mwah. What up? I gotta cut you guys. Your hair look a mess right now. I gotta cut it. I gotta cut your hair.
Come.
Okay.
Come.
I want to go to sleep.
Come.
I want to go to sleep. Where are you thinking?
Let's go down.
Oh, you mean the police?
Yeah, go downstairs.
Oh.
I will give you a few minutes. Get what you need. I will give you a few minutes. Get what you need and start leaving.
Wow.
I will give you 2 minutes.
I will leave my house for you.
Start leaving.
I will leave my house for you.
And start leaving.
You're mad.
Because if you do that, say that
You're mad.
That I came here.
You are mad. You want yada. Pick up all that. You want yada.
Come and start leaving.
It's my house. I'm not going nowhere. Come on, start leaving. Go where? Where you want me to go? You mad. This is mad. Open, it's your mother's fault. I don't want to go to jail, so I have to leave.
Yes, leave.
Chill on, someone. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Open. Open. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do?
You don't have to go to jail.
Huh? What do you want me to do, son? Tell me.
So you don't go to jail.
She will lock me up if I come back, so I have to leave. You can come with me if you want to come with me. You understand me? You can come with me. I can take you guys with me, but I can't. But I can't. I'm sorry, son. When you go, listen to me. Open. If you want to make this better, when you go to school tomorrow, tell your teacher about it. That you want your daddy home. They will help. They will help bring your daddy home. Tell your teachers. They will help. They will help you. They will help. Because when you go to school, tell them that your mama kicked your daddy and you want your daddy back. They will help. They will help. Say she will put me in jail. I don't want to go to jail, so I'm leaving. Do you understand me? I'm leaving. I don't want to go to jail, so I'm going to leave. Let you guys stay with your mama. Stay here with your mama and be happy. I'm going to leave. So I don't want to go to jail. Alright? If you don't want me to go to jail, you call the police and tell them what your mother said. Obinna, if you don't want your dad to go to jail, you call the police and you tell them what your mother said. Do you understand me? Instead of sitting there crying, you call the police and tell them what your mother said. And you don't want your daddy to leave the house. Do you understand me? You call them and let them know what your mama said. You crying because your mama said I'm going to go to jail. I'm not coming back.
Okay. 267-250-8647. Yes, that would be it. I think the police is this minute. This minute. Yeah. She said she back one. Because he will get back. Eh? Huh? No. Yes. I have my sister here. I need the police this minute. This minute. Thank you. Oh, thank God. He's in there. I need him out. I need him.
Okay, you got both hands for me? I'm familiar with the package.
Yes.
Where's it at? Put it away?
I don't have even bring no gun out. What are you talking about?
All right, I'm just gonna...
So now guys, we've watched this video, and what are our thoughts and take on this? Yes, it's true, the woman feels vindicated that she, despite the video that you know, was out there that portrayed her to be an evil woman, that portrayed her to be the killer, and at last the killers have been found and now she's vindicated. Yes, she might be criminally not responsible, but morally, is she responsible? That is something we need to ponder on. Is she morally responsible? Even though she's criminally acquitted, that she's not responsible. Is she morally responsible? Anyways, I wasn't really going to say much about this. I was just going to let the matter slide away. But the reason why I actually decided to make this video was like, you know, I stumbled into this blog where a big blogger that I respect a lot, I was saying something like, hey, now finally they've caught the assailants in this case. What a shame to Chuks Okebata's family back home, despite the hatred towards the woman, despite excluding her from the burial arrangement and all that. You see now, they've caught the assailants in the case. What a shame. How dare they jump into a conclusion like that and just torture the woman for nothing, for a crime that she didn't commit. You know, she just went on and even said that now the woman will not even have access. That she doesn't think that the woman will even have access to the properties that they both are labored for back home, and the house, the stuff. Now, excuse me, I'm like, excuse me, what's she talking about? You're talking about house that they both labor, they both built. You're talking about her name. Okay, it's noteworthy that at the time they did this burial, I don't know Chuks Okebata's family. I'm just trying to be like a third person narrator from here, like I don't know these people. Okay, from the time they did the burial, the assailants has yet to be caught then. They were nowhere to be found. Everybody was still under the impression that this woman did it. So what were you expecting the family to do? To still invite somebody that was the main suspect and say, okay, come your husband burial, and you expect them to sympathize with her, given this video that we just watched now? Even the devil himself, this video will touch him now. I mean, the first time that I saw that video, I actually cried. I was in tears. I said, why would this man just go like this, on this note, and have this kind of, I mean, closure with his family? It was not a good way to end a relationship. Like, it's just going to go like that. How is he going to rest in peace, having seen that he didn't have a good closure with his children? I mean, just like that. I know, and how is this one going to be at peace? And how are the children? How their perception? I mean, how are they going to grow up with this kind of image in their mind? Like, this was the last time, that was the kind of situation they last saw their dad in. That was what was just going on in my mind. Like, and now you are talking about her not being involved in the burial. Even Pope John Paul. I mean, is he going to be able to invite a daughter-in-law to that kind of a situation? When at that time they haven't even caught the assailant yet. Oh. Even though at that the assailants were already caught, who on earth wants to see, I mean, a video like that of a woman treating their own beloved brother, beloved son, beloved uncle? I mean, there will be transferred aggression, whether we like it or not. No matter how we try to play holier than thou, there's definitely going to be transferred aggression. There's no way. I mean, even worse still, the assailants were not caught then. And I'm sure even though the assailants were caught, see that video, the video of somebody picking, woman, they walk her out of the house. I give you 2 seconds to remove your things from the house. Come on. Let's call a spade a spade. So that's that. And then she was talking about properties. I don't think this woman is going to ever have access to properties. Oh, so you actually want... Okay, now that they've caught the killers, the woman is criminally not responsible. So the woman can now go home and say, hey, this house, me and my husband, I beg. Are you not Nigerian? I'm sure you left Nigeria about 50 years ago. Because Nigerian that I know today, even though you and the man, you are sweetie, sweetie, you are honey, sweetie, sweetie, everything is okay. Even though you are even on the very good books of the family back home, I don't even think you should have you should be bold. You should be that bold to just carry your load and your children and say, now that my husband don't die now, I'm coming to come and stay in my husband's home. You can't go sit down for them straight like this is my husband's house. With the kind situation in Nigeria, even though say the relative they love you back home, they go, don't even want to go there. They will kill her like chicken just to have full control of the properties. Not to talk of this kind of bitter experience. Not to talk of this kind of thing. You still expect she go still eat belleful, even though she's been criminally vindicated. You still think she should even have the nerve to even go home and say, I think I don't still say this. I didn't kill my husband, so now this is my. Where's the key? Where's the bedroom? You think she should go there? She will go there. This Nigerian that I know so well, the woman, the wife when they love, he cannot even try it. Not to talk of the one they already hate. You are talking about property. Did you even watch the video at all? I'm talking to this blogger now. You know yourself. Did you even watch the video to even see what even happened? You giving a man 2 seconds to pick up his stuff and go out with his children there crying. So as I was saying, please, women, I mean, we should not allow some men out there to bring out the ugly side of us. You know, because when they are done, they are done. There's no way you can bring back that feelings. And you being aggressive, doing all sorts of things that is out of the moral standards that is expected of a woman, it's not going to help matters. You can't, because of one person, ruin your reputation. You can't, because of one person, overreact. I know, your children, they are watching you. Right? What are you going to tell them? There's going to be a time, you can tell them whatever you want to tell them now. There's going to be a time when these children, they have a mind of their own. They will kind of be having flashback, reflecting back. They'll say, I can't believe mom did this. Oh, I can't believe dad did this. So please, women, I can't really say much because I'm not a marriage counselor at all. I'm just, you know, a learner, like I've always told you. I don't know it all. But, I mean, women, let's be collected. Let's be calm. Even in the midst of, you know, the worst crisis. Let's be calm because so much is expected from us. Look at those kids. Look at how they were crying. I mean, it's a torture for them. They're looking up to you. You don't want to grow. They're going to grow up, have a mind of their own, right? And they're going to think back and say, oh, wow, I can't believe mom actually did this. Or I can't believe dad actually do this. You want to do your own best. So that when the children grow up, they will actually look up to you. They will actually believe in you. They will actually make sense out of what you are doing. They will actually see the sacrifices that you made. They will actually know that, I remember those days, this will happen, my mom will just be quiet, or because they know these things. So you can't fight for yourself. All you can just do, you do your best. Don't try to be on the defensive all the time. I have to fight for myself, I have to do this. It's not by power, it's not by might. Now by common sense knowledge. And common sense is not common. So I can't say this enough. This is going to be a topic for another day. So men, women, relationship is between two people. The rest people are jara. Because at the end of the day, it's two of you that are into it. You know, you wear the shoes and you know where the shoe inches. You do video recordings from now till tomorrow. You take it to relative back home. The best they can tell you is leave her or leave him. to wait for them to tell you, what you do it to believe her. It's not good. It's all those talking about make it's so childish. It's childish. If you are a real man and the relationship is not working, walk out and go for good. There is no need looking for, points. You're looking for videos. You trying to, gain sympathy. You are trying to get sympathy from people. Do you need sympathy from people? Were those people even there the first day you met the woman? Is it those same people that recommended the woman to you? Now you find the woman by yourself and you use your leg, walk and come. You use your left stick, take, come out. You don't need relatives to tell you either to leave the woman or stay with you. If the woman is not good for you and you think it's high time to delete and move on. You don't need to start looking for sympathy and start narrating. If you really are done with a relationship, you don't even need second party, another person to know about it. You don't need another person to even know about it. They were, how the family, oh, they are fine, thanks for asking. Okay, bye. Okay, greet madam for me. Okay, oh, I will. Finish. You don't need to say, hey, that woman, hey, bastard. If I tell you what you do me, may I show you one video? You don't even say, you are not mature. You are not even mature to date a girlfriend, not to even say, have a wife. And for a woman, when the relationship is not working, you don't even need to fight the man. You don't even need to your mind, you know what you want to do. As he come out that you just look at like a mirror. You don't, if the woman if the man even fat, the mess no go smell for your nose. You don't even act like it even exists. Don't need to, because of one person. Please, let's not ruin our reputation. Let's not ruin the beautiful nature in us, like the charisma that God has given unto us. So guys, I guess that is it for today. I hope we learn one or two things from this video. So Chuks Okebata, may his soul rest in perfect peace. The investigation has come to a closure. They've called the assailants, and the wife is not criminally responsible, even though there may be questions as to if she's morally responsible for his death. So that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, don't fail to do so by hitting the red button below and then smash on the bell icon. That way you will get notifications once I upload new videos. And once again, I want to say a big thank you and shout out to you guys out there who have already subscribed, and as well as those who always, like and share these videos. I thank you guys all. Thanks for your support. Until I come your way again, stay blessed.